Welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. My name is Lüning, Horst Lüning. I'm the master taster of Whisky.com, and today we have a special here on my cask. It's a, unavailable bottle outside Germany. It's a exclusive bottle for Whisky.de, and it's matured for 3 months in an octave cask. It's an Aultmore, vintage 2008. And it's from Duncan Taylor from the eastern Highland village of Huntly. And they became famous by selling whiskies in the Peerless collection, Abe Rosenberg collection, long ago, 17, 18 years ago. This whiskey was matured for 8 years in oak casks. So typically I would guess those were hogsheads. And then they were finished for 3 months in an octave cask. And an octave cask is a very small cask. You heard about these quarter casks with a content of, I think, 120 liters. And these octave casks just have 10 imperial gallons. What's an imperial gallon? Well, it's 4.546 liters or 1.2 US gallon. So the imperial gallon is a little larger, and with these 10 imperial gallons, you're able to fill 65.7 liter bottles, and here we filled 111 bottles with a 52.7 ABV. So this is not cask strength. If you read it here, it says single cask, not cask strength. With the age of 8 years, the alcohol content will not be that low at 52.7. No, it would be high in the 60s or in the mid 60s. And with this, by diluting it down to 52.7, you reach the 111 bottles. Now one bottle is open, there are only 110 left. Yeah, it's Aultmore. There are very few bottles of Aultmore on the market. Very few original bottlings of Aultmore on the market. There had been, I think, a few 20 and 30 years old, but a smaller or younger, more affordable bottle, I think there's none in the moment. I remember, I think there had been a 10-year-old 30 years ago or so, or 25 years ago, but not recently, I think. Yeah. The octave casks were made from ex-sherry wood, so that there is a transport of more intense aromas from the staves, from the ball of the cask into the whiskey. And it depends on the relationship of the inner surface of the cask to the volume covered. And the smaller a cask is, the better the relationship between inner cask surface and volume is, the faster the whiskey matures. So 46 liters, like this. No, a little bit more. Like a beer cask, if you remember those. They had 30 to 50. It's grassy. Herbs. A little sweet. So these this sugary herbal drops or bonbons. Yeah. It's 52.7. Well, I had a sip before, and I diluted it down to, say, 45, 46, and it was a little bit too much diluted. So is there a rest in? Here, yes, here we have. So I have to be very, very careful to get less in it this time. So now we're down to 50. Yeah, now it opens up as before. More grass, more fruit. A little peppery note appears. Yeah. Apple stew. Lightly sweet, sugary, toffee. Good aftertaste. Some spiciness from the octave casks. Yeah. So whenever you have the chance to get your fingers on those small octave casks, very recommended. Very good idea. This helps bringing, well, good matured casks, but with too few aromas in due to refill casks up to full strength again. So there's no taste of youngness in this whiskey, no metallic youthness, and the probably missing wood aromas from the first maturation are added really good with this second maturation. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. There's more to come, as always.